As a young lady living with sickle cell, once I got to a certain age, I started to wonder about pregnancy and how pregnancy is going to be having sickle cell and what's going to be like. So as I got older, I asked a few older women who I knew who had sickle cell and how their pregnancy was, and the information that they gave me was helpful. So now that I am a pregnant woman living with sickle cell, hopefully by me doing these videos, these serious videos that I'm going to start, that I can help somebody else out who has questions about pregnancy, even though we all know everybody's pregnancy is different. But it's helpful to just compare and hear other people's experiences, especially when it comes to something like, you know, the sickle cell. Now I'll be able to share my experience. So far, I am going on 10 weeks and I haven't had any issues with the sickle cell so far. Now I am going to update this every so often to just progress, and as I progress, and to be able to, on one hand, I guess share my pregnancy, and on the other hand, basically share it as it pertains to sickle cell. So I've been experiencing the regular pregnancy stuff. I'm hungry all of the time. I get hungry a lot. I mean, I'm hoping that this is just a symptom of the first trimester. I don't know. I'm thirsty a lot. My mouth gets so dry. Oh my gosh. I have been experiencing being tired. I've experienced being just sad and just like, I don't feel like doing anything, just blah, like, just why am I here? Why am I even here? When it comes to sickle cell, I have not been one who experiences pain on a daily basis, and I am not one who takes any medication on a regular basis. So far I've been doing really good, even with the hunger and the nausea and the tiredness and just the regular pregnancy symptoms. I haven't had any additional sickle cell problems. Now, the one thing that does kind of irritate me, I had my first appointment with my OB/GYN, and when you have sickle cell, you automatically get categorized as a high-risk pregnancy. And I, for one, do not like that, because of course there's like this stigma that's attached with a high-risk pregnancy, and that for me isn't really the issue. It's more so I feel like I'm going to be limited as to what I can do when it comes to the delivery part. I just feel like there's going to be limitations, and I'm going to wait and see how things go. But they just automatically just put you in that category, and I understand why they do it. On the other hand, this is of course my first pregnancy, and this is all new to me. So I don't know if being termed high risk is really going to make that much of a difference, but this is just my thoughts on it. It's rude. It's rude. The women who I did talk to, they've given me different experiences, But most of them were kind of along the same lines. I had someone tell me that the pain of labor and delivery is basically equivalent to the pain of a sickle cell crisis. I mean, not that that's any consolation, but that's what she told me. I had someone else tell me that the pain of labor and delivery is not as bad as a sickle cell crisis. And then another woman told me that she didn't experience any crisis during her during her pregnancy. And then someone else told me that they did experience a crisis while they were in labor and delivery. Wow, I just cannot imagine. Wow. So one of the main concerns that I have right now about the sickle cell and the pregnancy would be if I was to go into crisis, I don't want to take any strong narcotics. So that's the main thing as far as the narcotics and I guess the oxygen flow to the baby. So I guess those are the two main things. So my goal is to try as best I can to avoid any crisis. And right now, that's probably gonna be doable, but once I get a little bigger, I'm sure there's gonna be more, you know, weight and strain on my body and especially on my back. So we're gonna see how it goes, and we're just gonna trust God. Also, my hematologist suggested that with my prenatal vitamins that I take an additional vitamin for folic acid. Even though the prenatal vitamins has folic acid in it, she's saying that I should take even more because of the sickle cell, and the folic acid is so important.